Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and to another video. Today's video is all about replacing the low beam headlight bulb on a third generation Vestrom 650. Its Vestrom replacement bulbs are the following. For the low beam, 12 volts 55 watts and type H7, and for the high beam, 12 volts 65 watts and type H9. Now for a kind request towards all the viewers of my channel, of all of you who regularly watch my videos, only 25% have subscribed to my channel. The rest of the 75% have not yet subscribed. It's really free, it's effortless, it doesn't take a lot of time, it's just a push of a button, yet it makes a huge difference in supporting my efforts in continuing to deliver such content for you guys. So please subscribe and thanks so much. The low beam bulb on my Vestrom is burned. What we're going to do is to replace it. There's a video up here where this process is demonstrated in full detail. So if you need additional help, use the link and watch it. We're going to remove these 4 bolts to remove the side plastics. The first 2 from one side. Now these 2 from this side. Okay, now let's take this clip from the right side. I take a thin Allen key, I press in the middle and then I remove, I pull. Again, push and then pull out. Let's remove the other 2 clips from the left side. Push in the middle, pull. Do the same for this side, push in the middle and pull. Okay, is an optional step just to make your life easier for the side plastics. If they are not moving very easily, you can also untighten just a bit these top bolts from either side. As I explained in the previous video, pull from this side, play around with it. Downwards motion like this and outer. Same thing from this side, pull, downward motion and out. Now we also need to remove this Phillips screw from this side and from the other side as well. It's the one that holds this plastic. What we need to remove last is these 2 clips. One is over here and the other one is over here. We are going to push in the middle of this clip to release it, like so. To grab this one, because you don't have now access from the other side, you can use a thin blade, insert it from below and gently lift. And then you can grab and you remove it. Start from the sides and push from this side like so to open. You see? Do the same from this side. See? Is unhooked from this side and the same for this side. Now what you have to do is press here. There are 2 hooks. So press a bit down, you see, like so. Here it is, and these are the hooks. Here, here, and here. I took the meter panel assembly out only for you to be able to see better the replacement of the bulb. It might be the case that you can do it without removing the panel, but it's going to be more difficult, so you choose. Now we want to disconnect the 12-volt socket, and the connector is over here, as you can see, and it has got a clip that you need to push inside. Like so. You just push down here. Okay, in the next bit, the last one is to release this main connector to the dashboard. You just need to push the rubber boot back. And then there is this connector that, as you can see, it's very cramped here. You need to press this plastic and pull it back. Like so. So now the meter panel assembly is free and we can remove it. Okay, now remove the cap by twisting anti-clockwise, like so. As you can see on the cap, there is indication of opening anti-clockwise and locking clockwise. Now disconnect the low beam headlight coupler. It's over here and you just need to pull it back. Like so. Now unlock the bulb holder spring, and you're going to do this by pressing here and lifting, like so. You see? And you open. Grab and remove the low beam headlight lamp. It's this one, and I can see that it is burnt, and we're going to replace it. One thing to notice is that these bulbs are sensitive, so treat them with care. This is the replacement bulb for the low beam. As you can see here, there is an edge, there is a notch that you need to align with the top of the housing for the bulb. This is the top notch that you need to align, and we are going to insert it. It's in place like this, and now we are going to lock the holder spring back into position. And now it's secured. We can now connect back the low beam headlight coupler. It's just a matter of aligning the edges with the coupler and inserting. Let's put the cap back, twisting clockwise. There are these edges that you need to align with these edges. It's pretty straightforward. So you insert it, you turn clockwise, and it is locked. I'm going to put the panel back, and as you can remember, this is the main connector that connects only one way with a clip. Don't forget to put the rubber boot back for the main panel connector to protect it from the elements. Then you put back the 12-volt socket connector like we removed it. It has a clip and it clips inside. Now, quite important, before we put back the meter panel assembly, we need to ensure first that the headlight bulbs, both of them, work correctly so that we didn't do some mistake. The low beam bulb works properly. The high beam bulb also works. Before you put the panel back, it's a good idea to also test, besides the bulb, that it is working, to also test the 12-volt socket connection. as you can see, it works. When you want to put the panel back, this plastic on the front should be on top of this plastic, and for this, to achieve this easier, you should follow my advice and have these bolts on the back untied, so that it is more easily for you to play around with the plastics. So this is what you're going to do from this side, and from the other side exactly the same. This back plastic goes underneath the front one. So once you are certain that the plastics are as I told you, as they should be, then it's a matter of putting back the panel and pressing the plastics so that the openings for the clips and the other things come into position. It's a good idea to follow the seams, so where the two plastics meet, and see that they meet perfectly. They are supposed to not have any gaps. Let's put back the side screws, and that is the next one. As I mentioned, there should be no gaps at the seams of the panel. This will ensure that it has clipped correctly into position so that you don't have any noises when you ride. Now we're going to put back the clips of the panel. Put the bottom part first and then press the middle part. Okay, for the rest of the plastics, the side fairings and so on, I suggest that you watch my video on how to put them back, which is more detailed, and it is available up here. The voltage indication on the dashboard is 14.4 volts. And now if you check, if you measure on the battery terminals, it's 14.85. Thanks for watching, and as always, ride safe.